Ghana, hello Africa, welcome back to the channel. You always know that we get to the good content right over here, right? And then you have a PM or PMMC. What do they do? You know, gold or jewelries now they can refine everything right here for you. And today we have an official, inauguration. That's official launch of the Ghana Royal Gold, refinery. No, I'm not to say you have a pound to my Papa Bawumia, His Excellency or non pound to my not the ever cosubiano also with me actually be our channel so be show and then they can already subscribe to the channel and please go to the channel and do me a favor by sharing all the videos so that we can just go globally to just get you great content right over here. So let's get into the video and see what's really happening, what is he going to talk about, and what's the vision and the purpose of this wonderful inauguration that I ever saw. Thank you. All right, into for say share there and now the father of the land, the second father of the land, Papa Bawumia, or Bahana, Wabere, Wabi, as a Wabi immigration can see a fire gold and then jewelry, sir, the gold a year, and no, what found to Manasiano. So we'll go, that's all per se, yeah, refine the Mawa. That's all jewelry, sir, the good, I Niniana. Yeah, found call among it, you're better our Ghana. Now, so to me, I do cigar, pepper, and no, and none other say, yeah, Baha. Yɛde ne nya update no ɛbrɛ o hwɛ deɛ Ghana Online TV snaps ebi do anko de bi twa ne near da bro nti no yɛ come inside na mo so mehu sɛnea dwumadie kɛseɛ no ɛkɔ so ɛyɛ just to the PMMC headquarters no just opposite the passport office na ɛwɔ Accra no ɛhɔ they say where we need so a wohwɛ so let's go and listen to the vision behind the main motiver. Good. Now, this is the entrance of this magnificent building. Now refinery can see me and ever cost. Into a good year, about how it is. So the PMMC, and only a Jumacasia, and a Royal Ghana Gold Refinery. It was shot. I can see when you are every year refinery casino. I will say, into Yanko Tea, the account, we are the one bit.
The second, Paramount Chief of State, also and President of the National House of Chiefs, His Royal Majesty, Sanjifu Amotio Ferikweyi, King of the Achimabuapa State, Nanano, Minister of Finance and MP for Kariba, Honorable Dr. Mohamed Amin Addo, Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, and MP for Damambo, Honorable Samuel Abujinapo. The Metropolitan Archbishop of Cape Coast, and also the Chairman of the Christian Council of Ghana, Governor of the Central Bank of Ghana, Dr. N.S. Addison, Herman Kirikou Ampen III, Totroso Manhene, Kujiaman Kweku Jampra III, Paramount Chief of Sophie Toronto Traditional Area, and Secretary Kwekuyamwa Sichi, Secretary Kwekuyamwa Sichi, Amanfiman, and I see do Akura II, Chief of Achim Tura, representing Obrampong Kwesi Amo Kiritue Abrimhini, the Executive Chairman, Royal Ghana Gold Limited, members of the Diplomatic Corps, CEOs and heads of agencies, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me great joy to address you today on the commissioning of the Royal Ghana Gold Refinery. This historic achievement in the natural resources sector, specifically in gold, marks a significant milestone in Ghana's journey towards economic transformation and industrialization. Today, we celebrate not just a new facility, but a testimony to our government's commitment to adding value to our natural resources, creating jobs, and ensuring sustainable economic growth. The partnership between the government of Ghana through the Bank of Ghana and Rosy Royal Minerals Limited symbolizes a vision for a prosperous future in the precious minerals industry. The state-of-the-art refinery being commissioned today is equipped with cutting-edge technology that meets international standards, significantly boosting our capacity to locally process gold and increase value addition prospects. Ladies and gentlemen, historically, Ghana has exported gold in raw form, missing out on significant revenue and job creation opportunities. The government of President Nana Akufo-Addo has been determined to make value addition a critical component of our export strategy since 2017. The launch of this refinery is particularly important as it realizes a key part of this vision. Originally, this vision was actualized through a joint venture between the Precious Minerals Marketing Company and Rosy Royal Minerals Limited. DMC granted part of its land for the construction of the refinery. Despite delays due to COVID-19, the beautiful edifice you see today, which was started in 2018, was completed in 2022. I commend the board, management and staff of the Bank of Ghana and the PMMC for their relentless support and cooperation in seeing to the fruition of this historic national project. The establishment of this refinery is a strategic investment which contributes immensely to government's efforts in ensuring value addition of our mineral resources. Currently, our country's gold is exported in doré form to be refined outside Ghana, resulting in lost revenue and missed opportunities for job creation. Between 2018 and 2023, Ghana's average annual gold production was 3.92 million ounces, that is 122.5 tons. All this gold was exported unrefined, resulting in lost revenue, as I have stated. The refinery, which we are commissioning today, will offer premium to gold exported from Ghana. This year it is expected to create 80 to 120 direct jobs and another 500 indirect jobs, boosting domestic tax revenue in the form of corporate taxes and enabling us to refine to 24 carats, that is 99.99% purity, the same quality as a good delivery bar LBMA standard. With the ability to locally refine our gold, we will be able to sell the refined gold at its appropriate price, enabling us to retain its economic value within our borders, while creating numerous job opportunities for the youth. In addition, government's intention to refine all gold produced in Ghana will further enhance our economic independence and resilience. Ladies and gentlemen, with the Bank of Ghana's domestic gold purchase program, which started in 2021, and the refinery, we are positioning Ghana as the gold hub of Africa. After all, we are the largest gold producer in Africa. This marks a new era for Ghana and ushers us into our vision of building a resilient economy anchored on our mineral resources in a golden age of natural resource governance. be able to do this, we need the cooperation of all stakeholders in the gold production value chain, both upstream and downstream. Government will consult the small and large scale miners on the best means possible to feed the refinery to its optimal refining capacity, while we come out with favorable policies to discourage smuggling. Ladies and gentlemen, a few years ago, government reduced the gold export levy withholding tax from 3% to 1.5%. The result of this is that after a sharp decline in gold exports in 2021, the gold export volumes have been steadily recovering, with 2024 showing promising signs.
Accepted to commission this afternoon. Distinguished guests, the Vice President has been at the forefront of policies aimed at ensuring optimal benefits from our mineral resources and improving the livelihoods of our people, including the digitalization of the National Assay Laboratory, the Domestic Gold Purchase Program, which has led to a tremendous increment in our gold reserves, and the Gold for Oil Program, which has contributed over 30% of our total crude consumption. The reconstruction of the Apiati community, which was raised down some 2 years ago, and the ongoing efforts at digitalizing the records of the Lands Commission to make it fit for purpose are also some of the remarkable interventions of the Vice President in the Lands and Natural Resources sector. This afternoon, Your Royal Majesties, ladies and gentlemen, he unveils a great milestone that embodies our commitment to value addition, thereby realizing the vision of the Akufo-Addo Bawumia government to make Ghana the mining hub of Africa, where all mining and mining-related activities, from exploration to downstream production and from research to innovation, will be centered. Distinguished guests, as many of you are undoubtedly aware, Ghana is synonymous with gold. History has it that our forebears began mining gold long before the sailing of Africa by the Phoenicians in the 6th century BC, with gold becoming one of the major commodities for the trans-Saharan caravan trade. Indeed, between the years 1493 and 1600, the then Gold Coast accounted for as much as 36% of global gold output. And even though we were overtaken by South Africa, by dint of hard work, not only have we regained our position as the leading producer of gold in Africa since 2021, we have also revamped dormant mines like the Obuasi and the Bieni mines. And we currently have 3 large-scale gold mining operations under construction by Newmont in the Ahafo region, Azuma Resources in the Upper West region, and Kaduna Namdini in the Upper East region, which is set to pour its first gold before the end of this year. These new and revamped mines, as well as the expansion of existing ones, will ensure that we remain on top of gold production for the foreseeable future. These are exciting times in the mineral resource industry of our country. Already, Your Excellency, gold exports from our country for the first half of this year alone amounted to $5 billion United States dollars, and is projected to hit at least $10 billion United States dollars by the end of this year. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, despite the significance of this contribution to our national economy, we haven't been able to reap the full benefits of these minerals due to lack of value addition and indigenous participation. Governments over the years have had to make a choice between remaining primary mineral producers forever at the mercy of fluctuating commodity prices, or taking full advantage of mineral value chains to promote industrialization and structural transformation of our national economy. The Akufo-Addo Bawumia government has chosen to do the latter, which is why we are gathered here this afternoon to commission this gold refinery, established through a public-private partnership between Rosie Royal Minerals Limited and the government of Ghana, represented by the Bank of Ghana. This modern and state-of-the-art refinery with a daily capacity of 400 kilograms of gold and the ability to produce refined gold at 24 carats, 99.99% purity, marks a pivotal moment in our quest to secure a London Bullion Market Association LBMA certification to ensure we easily trade our refined gold on the international market. Discussions are already far advanced with one of the LBMA Good Delivery accredited refiners and referees, and the commissioning of this refinery put us in a good position to expedite action in securing this all-important certification. This ultimately will advance government's commitment to diversifying our economy by reducing the heavy reliance on the export of raw minerals and fostering the establishment of local industries, promote value addition, job creation, and enhance skills development for our workforce. This refinery will also contribute significantly to our local jewelry industry. Ghanaian jewelers will now have access to responsibly sourced refined gold for their jewelry production and make it easy to hallmark such jewelry for the international market. Your Excellency, Your Excellency, the Royal Majesty, distinguished guests, this intervention is just one of several measures being implemented by the Addo Bawumia government to ensure value addition to our mineral resources. And Mr. Vice President, I am happy to report that very soon, construction will commence on a $450 million United States dollars manganese refinery at Usuta in the Western region. And our green mineral policy contains mandatory provisions for value addition which are being incorporated in the agreements we are signing for the exploitation of these minerals, including lithium and bauxite. Let me once again express our profound gratitude to the Vice President, His Excellency Dr. Mahama Bawumia, whose tireless efforts have brought us this far. Since the inception of this refinery undertaking, the Vice President has personally led a charge and presided over several meetings with key stakeholders to ensure that this refinery is completed and operational. This is further testament to the Vice President's commitment to bold solutions for the future. Your Excellency, we are forever in your debt. We are also grateful to all other actors who in diverse ways have contributed to this monumental achievement, including the Managing Director of the Precious Minerals Marketing Company, PMNC, Nana Ekosi Ewua, the leadership and staff of PMNC, the Governor and leadership of the Bank of Ghana, the Chief Executive Officer of Royal Ghana Gold Refinery. Royal Ghana Gold Refinery today stands as a positive testament to our commitment to obtain maximum benefit from our natural resources through value addition and industrialization, clear evidence of bold decisions for our collective future. With these remarks and on this happy note, it is my absolute honor to introduce the visionary behind this project, the promoter of Ghana's digital national economy and value addition, the man with bold solutions for the future. Ladies and gentlemen, I refer to the Vice President of our Republic, His Excellency Dr. Mahama Bawumia, while I invite His Excellency to address us. I thank you for your attention.
President of the National House of Chiefs, Yahoho II, Dr. N.X. Addo, Governor of the Central Bank, my son, Minister of Finance, Dr. Mohammed Amin, as another junior one, son, Honorable Samuel, all the members who are on the high dais, I can't mention everybody's name. I sat here and listened carefully to every speaker. The advantage you have in speaking last is you get a lot of information. I don't need to rehash benefits and the data and the numbers and why this state of the art is important in our economic growth. I'll tell you a story. Somebody said when we came from the old country to this place, when we arrived here, we left everything behind when the Arabs were chasing us to take us into slavery. When we got here, we found that we were cut off in the south by the sea, in the north by the desert. On our right and left were dense forests in this tropical land full of gold and minerals. Our forebears took care of this thing for us to get here. And if you look at the data, we should not be poor. Africa does not need to be poor. We're blessed with more diversity than any other continent. And yet, sadly, we're the poorest. What a pie. And we're poor not because we don't want to get better. We're poor because we were exploited. So when I got here and listened to all the speakers, I just took a big sigh of relief and said, finally, we're here. And I told you I just put my speech aside because everything that had to be said, said. We are doing this thing to improve future generations. Three things. We need to own our resources. Everything we're talking about, if we don't own our resources, we will never be able to achieve what we want to achieve. Another story. 1844, a guy named George Harrison discovered gold in Johannesburg. At the same time, we also had Obuasi. And because, like Vice President said, we went to sleep, they built their gold within Johannesburg. They control their gold within Johannesburg. Many years, 100 years later, Johannesburg has become a major city. Obuasi remains a metropolitan village. Many years since we were blessed, this continent has been rich. And yet, we hold the headquarters of poverty right here. That has to be changed. Leadership leads change. And today, I am just glad that leaders of our country found the need to build this. All of us. I grew up in a mining town in Abuja. Those guys who were singing Appalachians, I hear are from Tapa. There are people who came from Christian and other mining areas. Their communities have been devastated over the years. All we're doing here is to make sure that we strengthen our hand when we go to bargain the World Bank down. We own this. When we do that, we then begin to negotiate, not out of fear, and we're not going to be fearful to negotiate. We'll have something to stand on. Our bargaining power will increase. Thirdly, I have researched all the miners in the world who go underground to work. I have come to a conclusion that there's something wrong with the arrangements here. Gold has a universal price. If it's 12, if announced and it's sold $1,000 here in Ghana, the same thing in Canada, the same thing in Australia, the same thing everywhere. Better yet, when you look at those countries who work, and the ground workers, they are paid what their salaries are, that compared to what the people receive here in Ghana. That must change. Again, I am from the rural area. You know, when we lived in rural Ghana. When this country was built, it was built on the charter of nation state. We have long behaved like we're a city state. Everything is in Accra. Everything is in Accra, whether you like it or not. Every day there's one traffic coming from the north to the south. This may allow our country to receive revenue where they'll be able to build infrastructure to open up our country. And as we do that, we're connecting disadvantaged people and their communities to economic opportunities. We're building this here now, Mr. Vice President. I'd like to see a day when a refinery is built around Obuasi so that the people who live can have an opportunity